Good morning, everybody. I think I'm live. Am I live? Okay, Jesus. kept taking a while to go live. How's everybody doing? Got an early start this morning. Early start this morning. Hold on. And of course, my phone's blowing up already. Oh, the landscaper showed up. Isn't that nice? Literally, as I start the live stream, the landscaper shows up. Jesus. All right, so what's going on here? So we had a lot of news at 8:30. So I think that's the reason gold was waiting to expand its box. I don't know if you guys can hear the landscaper, but I sure as hell can. Fuck. I wanted to give you guys a little couple pieces of observation from overnight. So this right here is the prior day high. Okay. And I've been preaching this and preaching this and preaching this and preaching this and preaching this. So I'm going to preach it again. If you see price accelerate through the prior day high or accelerate through the prior day low and come back to it, that is gold, literally gold. So look what happened at 4:30 this morning. Shebang, and then even back to the high is $1,600. Even if you just took that back to the high, that's $1,600, which of course I talk about that. If you take this and you got room from here to here, that's your target. And you can tell that a lot of traders, big money, that's exactly what they're doing, because once they got through here, they brought it back. Now, where did they bring it back to? I mean, guys, I can't draw this stuff any better. They brought it straight back. This is a perfect example of a red line trade. They brought it straight back here. You had price come from a recent high, which also happened to be a daily high, straight to your red line, and then your red line right back to your high again. Unbelievable. Okay, good. You can't hear the landscaper. Good. I mean, this is classic pattern. So why do I bring this up? Okay, so this is a lot of what I talk about is patterns. Rinse, wash, repeat. Rinse, wash, repeat. You guys hear me say that over and over again, right? So one of the main things you need to understand is when the market has not all the craziness going on, which is 9:30 to 10 o'clock type stuff, and it starts just and instead starts going in rhythm. These are the rhythms. So that's why pre-market, look at bing, 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 bing. Okay. And the same thing with like late in the afternoon. If you're sitting there watching the market move late in the afternoon, like 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, you'll see the same style of patterns. That because the manipulation is really is a different style of manipulation. Okay. It's really just going point to point. Point to point. It's beautiful to see, because if you're patient and you understand what they're doing, you can make money too. So I've had a lot of people ask me, like when I'm shutting down my stream, well, Bob, if I'm sitting around in the afternoon, what should I look for? You should look for this right here. I say it. You should look for the red line trades and you should look for the static line trades. Those are the two things you should look for. In gold, you can also be looking for 5-minute gold line trades. But the equities, static lines, red lines, static lines, red lines, static lines, red lines. It's boring. You got to wait for it to happen. I understand that. It's boring. It's boring. But I mean, how bored are you if you take that trade and you make $2,000? How bored are you? Where you could sit here and struggle and fight and kick and scream and bite and all that kind of stuff in the middle of all the chaotic bullshit where they're stealing your money. Anyways, there's my preach for the morning. There's my preach for the morning. And I bring this up because in the last month, I would say, I have made more money trading in the afternoon than I have been trading in the morning, with the exception of the few times that I have had perfect setups for cross the box trades in either GC or oil. With the exception of those days. And predominantly it's because if I hit one of those trades crossing the box, I mean, I'm not a trader I'm not addicted to trading anymore, which is a really good thing. Can I talk about that for a second, if you guys don't mind? I'm not addicted to trading anymore. Now, to me, trading is really just a function of making some money and then going about my day. It really is. For those of you that are addicted to trading, this is hard. This is hard, what I'm talking about. But like if I catch across the box like I did 2 days ago or whatever it was, I was done. That's it. I'm done. There's no sense in fucking around anymore. You know, I made $4,000, shut it down. So anyways, but I am not a big fan. I am not a big fan of early morning trading. There's too much manipulation. There's too many outliers going on. And lately, holy pachikis, we have unscheduled news happening all the time. You know, a war update here and there, and, you know, CNN says this, C-SPAN says that, Fox says this, and all of a sudden the charts just go fing. I mean, who the hell wants to listen, man? When these are the patterns that I've taught you right here, why would you want to get caught up in the bullshit? These patterns right here. I mean, how many people have taught you guys ever that when you blow through this line, this is where you want to take a long? How many people have showed you that when you come for the first time, look at this, for the first time you come to this red line, it's gone? How many people have taught you that? Nobody. And this is why these are the things that you look for. You don't look to get caught up in the bullshit. And while I'm preaching, by the way, the NQ had a nice 5-minute gold line set up, but I'm all right. I'm not worried about it. I got to look at my news schedule. Don't we have some more news at 9:45, something like that? Yeah, 945. Okay. So right now it looks like gold is not going to do anything for us. I'm going to soon bring oil over. Well, actually, I say soon. It's 840. It's going to be a while for oil. It's going to be a while for oil. So okay, that's a good question, Eddie. The 1 minute gold line is really something that, unless you're getting a violent crossover, say from the top through the bottom, where it crosses like everything and it runs back up into that 1 minute gold line as it's shooting across your red line, something like that. I'll take a stab at it. But otherwise, you really don't want to take that. I like to take 1 minute gold lines up to like maybe 1030. I mean, they're difficult trades. They need 1 minute gold line trades need volume, lots of hyperness, lots of activity. So for example, like here we go. Look at gold, for example. All right. So we were right here, which is below the 1 minute gold line. So this is the example of your reset. And it ran right up, violently broke these pivots, came back down, and you had a consolidation candle right here inside this candle. That's probably worth a shot. Even though this is pre-market. Okay. So you have to recognize when you're not in that time zone of trading, is this 1 minute gold line going to work? Because you got to remember, if you start from here, then these are your support mechanisms, either the 1 minute or a 5 minute. These are your support mechanisms that you should hide your stops behind as you go to here. Well, it's the same thing when you start from the 5 minute. When you shoot through, break your major pivot down, this is your support mechanism. So if you're not in the trade already, okay, this is going to be a support mechanism 9 times out of 10 to push it up, because you crossed the 1 minute gold line. You crossed through some pivots. We talk about that in W patterns. How many times do I say in W patterns, when price comes down, up, and down, what you need when it starts going back up is you need it to break this down pivot. Okay, that was established pushing price down. You need it to break that for your 9 EMA to help. If you don't break it before, then your 9 EMA is not going to help you. And that's when you bail on the trade. Then your W pattern's not going to work. I always say, when you go in here, you need this to break. That's a sign that you're going to go to the next level, which is here to here. So this is like a very ugly W, but that's the concept. Because this right here is the key on the upswing. But I don't like to take 1 minute gold lines past 1030 or so. And then in terms of 5 minute gold lines, I don't recommend you take those at all. I really don't. I don't recommend you take 5 minute gold lines unless you've gotten comfortable with them. Because especially in the equities, they work really good in gold. They work pretty good in CL, and they work okay in the NQ. But in these bigger instruments like the ES and the YM, they're not respected. And again, that's part of also where I say you need to learn the personality of your instrument. Learn the personality of your instrument. I will take 5 minute gold line trades in the NQ. I will take 5 minute gold line trades in the CL. I will definitely take 5 minute gold line trades in gold. Okay. I mean, I will definitely do that. But the rest of these ones, I don't look for 5-minute gold line trades. I really do not. I only look for them to help me in a trade that I'm already in. Is that making sense? So like if I'm in a 5-minute red line, I want price to go inside that 5-minute gold line and help me. Does that make sense? I'm not looking to take a trade from it. Now I may add to a winning trade, which is exactly what I did when I crossed the box in gold earlier this week. When we got inside the 5-minute gold line, I added to the trade because we were inside that 5-minute gold line, which now meant it was going to be hopefully pushing price in the direction of my trade. I don't know if I'm making sense. What I'm basically trying to say is stay away from 5-minute gold line trades. Stay away from it. If you'll notice, I really don't even talk about them in my trading videos or nothing. They're really I really look at them as support for a trade that I may already be in off of a static line or off of a 5-minute gold line. 5-minute red line. Sorry, 5-minute red line. I find that 5-minute gold line trades rarely set up also. But they are huge money makers in gold, the instrument gold. They are huge money makers. There is a lot of money for some reason that trades off that 5-minute gold line in gold. Jim Racine that comes in here, he loves that 5-minute gold line in gold. He makes a lot of money trading that. But again, he's trading with a big bankroll. He doesn't care if he takes a $1,200 loss or whatever. I shouldn't say he doesn't care, but it doesn't impact him. I don't know what you're talking about, Atui. Yeah, I guess. It hasn't done shit yet. It hasn't done shit yet. So what? I'd be up $50? I'd be up $50? Woohoo! I'm up $50. Who can tell me the problem with this? Who can tell me the problem with this? Who can tell me the problem with that? Yeah, the problem is the rejection is too big. What am I? If to defend that trade, I have to risk this much money. And it's by the time it breaks that candle, it's already exhausted. Now, if it comes back and sits on that red line again, it gives me like a W pattern, I might be interested, but I need a candle that's smaller. It's another thing. You just don't chase trades. God dang, don't chase trades. That's how your losses end up big. All right, see here. I need to change that and that. God dang it. Just gold isn't doing shit. Come on. All right. So, come on, somebody do something. Well, that's a questionable, Dale. That's a tough one because with the 5-minute red line, because it is a 5-minute. So let me. This is where people struggle on certain things. With a 5-minute red line, because here, let me just pick something. So it's like, let's talk about the ES here. Because this is a 5-minute moving average. And by the way, because of that, I used to have, before I had many instruments on my charts, I used to have a 5-minute chart in the ES to my right. And then I'd have a 1-minute chart that I traded off of to my left. And I'm telling you, this is not a bad thing to do for any of you that just trade one instrument. But so what you can tell with a 5-minute chart, what you can't tell is, do the candles come down smooth? You can't tell that on a 1-minute chart. You have to kind of guess. But on a if you've got a 5-minute chart next to you, you can see that the candles are are in sequence. And then you hit your line and you use your 1 minute to go. But I used to have a true 5-minute chart with 5-minute candles on it. I didn't trade the chart. I traded the 1-minute chart, but I'd have them both side by side for just that situation. So I could see what's going on. Does that make sense? Anyways, I don't know. I mean, the market obviously wants to go up again today, or it's trying to go up. Jesus. So NQ ran down to its prior day open and overnight open. That is crazy. Let me look at this full chart here for just a second. So the overnight open was right here, and it went straight up when it opened at 6 o'clock. Holy pachiki. Then they came back to it, and now they're rolling back up to here. Here's the high of yesterday. So they came down, hit it, rolled up, rolled up, rolled up, and then it gave it up. And then from here to here, which is not surprising, here to here. And then they went, here's resistance. Support becomes resistance. Resistance becomes support. 1, 2, 3. What they have not done since they've been over here is they have not come to here for a retest and then run up. And you should anticipate that to happen, because they have not crossed a box, created space, and sit here, then go. And if they do that, then your target should be, if you're just using patterns, if you're doing rinse, wash, repeat, should be from there to there. And it's, support, resistance. It's amazing. This line right here is amazing. This line, the overnight open, is amazing. They are amazing lines, and they make great swing trades. Look how it came through, went down to the prior day close, came through, created space, sat on top of the overnight open, and it's never looked back. All the way to the high. Never looked back. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But and by the way, this is the scenario we like, or I like. I like the lines being far apart so that you can kind of get an idea what direction they're going. So, like for example, you broke this pivot here, this down pivot, okay? Came up right on the red line. Shh, there's your trade. Broke all these pivots again, came back to your red line, shh, back through the pivots again. I mean, it's so because if you look at the charts, and you recognize what's going on in the big picture, which is price going, because we did the crossover here, price is going back to here, then you want to take your trades long. You already know that because in the bigger picture, you're trading with the money that's going to bring the market from here to here, instead of trying to counter trend down to here. Anyways, and those are the things, kind of what I'm talking about right there. These little things that I'm talking about right now are the things that you guys don't even realize necessarily. Not all of you, some of you don't. But when the market opens and it's doing all its craziness, okay, that's exactly the stuff that I'm running through my head with all four of the equity instruments. I'm trying to analyze what in the bigger picture, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to make longs the day, or are they trying to make shorts the day? So then I can kind of say to you guys, hey, they're looking to take shorts. We need to find shorts. Forget the longs or whatever. You just got, but it takes a while. How many times have I been on here and it's been like not until like 10:20, 10:30, 10:40. That's like the sweet spot zone, 10:20 to 10:40, when they finally divulge what they're trying to do. And then I say, okay, guys, this is what we're trying to do now. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to take longs, or we're trying, everybody's in the same pattern. Everybody's doing the same thing. Okay, now let's look for longs, or let's look for shorts, or whatever. And Joey, that's why I say patience, patience, patience. It's a guessing game at 9:30. Just practically every day, it's a complete guessing game from 9:30 to probably at least 10:15. A complete guessing game on what the hell's going to happen in the market. And I don't know that I want to guess. A matter of fact, I don't want to guess. I just want to be right. All right, so we came out of the box in gold here. So one of two things can happen. We create space, we sit on top of the box, we go long. We go back inside the box, hit the bottom, go across. So one of two things can happen over here that we need to look at. And then oil's opening, literally, of course, oil's opening in freaking 28 seconds. So gold is going to be a little bit spastic here in a minute, probably. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, what you want the market to show its hand. You want the sharks to expose what they're doing and stay out of the meandering. All right, see, so it's acting stupid here because oil just opened. See how that? Gold is acting stupid because oil just opened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab oil and bring it over here for now, so we can kind of see both of them. But again, once we get past the stupid minute, we're going to look for it to either sit on top of this box and take a long, or it force its way through the box, come back to the bottom of it and cross it. That's what I'm looking for, one or the other. God, the gaps in these lines in oil are so huge. Jesus. Amazing. Amazing. All right, so far, well, we don't know shit. Remember, we either need to get a test and a rejection, or a roll in and a rejection down. One or the other. Come on, man. Do something. It's pretty scary, guys, but I sold another house yesterday to some people I don't even remember. They know me. They even this morning, they've even sent me all the punch list things they want with the house. I was on the phone with them yesterday going, oh yeah. Like I remember who they are. It's a big house too. 2,300 square foot ranch. All right, so right now we're not doing Shiola. All right, so let's see. Just pay attention to oil here for a while. Now, oil has been really good. I've told you guys this. Oil has been really good at crossing the box. I think Patriots made some good money lately crossing the box. I crossed the box, I think, once last week in oil. And I've missed the other times because it's like it's happening when something's going on with equities or whatever. Patriot comes on here, and Patriot only trades oil. So if you trade just one instrument, it makes it a lot easier to because you're focused on the patterns. I don't focus on oil. God dang. I want to. That NQ left the train station. Did you take the trade? Did you take it? It left the train station. It certainly made some money. Oh, okay. I wouldn't take it because the entry candle was way too big. I will say this, I have had some, I think it was maybe Monday. I'm not sure. It may have been Monday. I can't remember. It may have been Tuesday. But I've had some good pre-market trades. in the NQ. I had one day this week, I had some good pre-market trades in the NQ. Oh, I actually, yeah, I think it was static line trades. I can't remember. Yeah. Anyways, I had a good NQ trade this week. One where I got to add, where it rolled inside, the gold lines, and then I got to add to it. All right, come on, gold. So right now, gold is not a viable 1 minute gold line trade. I hope everybody knows why. It is not a viable 1 minute gold line trade, even though it crossed here and then came back to here, because its rotation to the 1 minute gold line came from here and not here. If this had poked through and then come back, then it would be, but it's not. So this is the only viable spot for rotation, in my opinion, is the top of the box. Come on, gold, move down. All right, so is it finally there? Jesus, come on. All right, there it is. Shit. Sorry. Okay. Holy cow. Uh-oh. Oh, where's my timer? Oh, fuck. Where is my timer? It's down here. Where's my... Give me a second here. God dang it. Jesus. Frustrating. Now I've lost my charts again. All right, here we go. When this candle closes, I'm looking for a long here. Personally, I think it's going to go down. Yep. Personally, I think it's going to go down. Yep. There's a couple reasons why I thought it was going to go down. The main one is because we came from a lower high. I know some of you guys are like, Bob, what are you talking about, man? I mean, we were literally 2 ticks below it from where we actually came from. And that is a bad sign for longs. That is a bad sign. I have a floating timer. You talking about this timer right here? Because I have a bar timer too, but I have a floating timer. It's called a floating timer. If you want it, just email me at goldlinetrades at gmail.com and I'll email it to you. Just tell me that's what you want. And I love it because it's easier for me to see here than here, because it'll follow the candles. Yeah, floating timer. Oh, good. Yeah. Well, be careful with the open range break, man. I'm very conservative with it, the way I trade it. I'm very conservative with it. I'll take longs off the top of the boxes. I'll take shorts across the box. But I don't like trading the mid band. I mean, I try to be conservative. Right now, gold is screwing up my pattern here. It's totally screwed up my pattern. I actually got, by the way, Jake, I got somebody to code it, the floating timer, with my settings, my exact settings, which is, so I used to send out the other version that had just generic settings, and I got a coder who's a friend of mine to take it and actually put my settings in there, so I don't have to keep resetting the damn thing in terms of where it sits compared to my candles. And ever since I've done that, I've really liked it. So pattern-wise, folks, we all know what's supposed to happen here. I'm going to stick my nose out. I'm going to stick my nose out. I'm going to stick my nose out. What's the pattern? What's the pattern? Oh my God. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting sweaty. I am getting nervous. All right, I got to be careful here because I got to shut this thing off. If it does not take me in, I got to shut this off. I got to shut this off in about 10 seconds because this candle's closing above the high of the box. So yeah, I'm shutting it off. Okay, this wick was right at the high. So had to kill the trade. Now on let's see here, on Tuesday when I caught this trade for $4,000, it was doing some of the similar stuff it's doing now, where it was acting sloppy, and then all of a sudden let me get it out. It was acting sloppy all in this area, and then it finally said F this, and that's where I got bam, 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 bam. Okay, oil is about ready. Damn it. Oil is about ready to go through the bottom of its box. I'm going to have to do this manually if I do it, because I don't know where the bottom of the candle is. I don't want to enter inside the box. So I'm going to wait for the 12 seconds to go by, the 20 seconds. All right. Now remember, if it's got to come straight out of the box for me. If not, straight out of the box means this candle. If not, I'm done. I'm not worried about it. There's plenty of room. Dude, you may not see this, but there's over $500 to there, from here to there. I can definitely manage the trade from there. That's over $500 of room from here to here. All right, I'm killing that. I'm killing that. All right, I'm going to get some coffee. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some coffee. I'll be right back. Okay. Woo-wee. All right. Well, gold. You decided you're going to start entering the game again. All right, let's go. I need this to roll down, roll up, and then bam, we're gone. I want oil to roll up, sit, boom, gone. Those are the things I'm looking for. Those are the things I'm looking for. Or I'm looking for oil to continue to come out, sit on that bottom, and then go down. And it's just all you're doing is all I'm trying to do, if you think about this is the way I trade the box. It's the conservative way to do it. Is I'm just using this line and this line as static lines. That's it. And the targets are from this line to this line to this line. And as a static line, if a pattern sets up outside it to the downside, I'll take that. And it's just that simple. Just treat them like static lines. There's other ways to trade the box, but I mean, you got to have a bankroll, and you've got to have, in my opinion, nerves of steel. Oh boy, shit. Okay. What's my top here? 50. Sorry. Oh, this is setting up over here too. God dang it. Damn it. This candle's a little large. I want this to come down a little more. This one over here. There you go. I want this one to come down a little more. Oh, no, I wanted you to come down more. All right, come on, give me that. Okay, I'm in. I'm in. All right, there we go. Let's go. Now, let me get everything situated here. I'm going to go down to here, hopefully. Need you to start moving. Now, what we're going to hope for is it's going to start ignoring these. When it start. Oh, yeah. See, and this was the other one. God dang it. See this one? I can only do one thing at a time. This is the other one. Because it came and touched and then boom, there it goes. All right, so we just got to hope, pray that this is going to give me some setups here. Come on. Let's go. Come on. I'm looking for the whole enchilada. I'm not looking for a piece. I'm looking for the whole enchilada. So I either get it or I don't. I either get it or I don't. Keep going. The whole enchilada. Come on. Come on. Keep going. Come on. There you go. Let's go. I'm looking for the whole. Remember, guys, because you're risking pretty good money on these. You gotta let the whole. You gotta go for real money, not just that initial move. Come on. No. God, it did this the last time. This is what it did the day I got a lot of money. It came back up, stuck its head through, and then it rolled over and took off. This one's doing the same thing over here. All right, here we go. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Real money, folks. We're trying to make real money, not little money. So I just need this thing to move now. Come on. Come on. No. No. Oh, come on. Let's go. Let's go. All right, there we go. All right, come on. Come on. Let's go. Now, I'm not getting nervous yet because the first half of this usually is a lot sloppier than the second half. Because it's got to fight its way through these moving averages and people thinking we should be going long and all this kind of crap. Come on. Oh, don't stick your head through again. All right, come on. All right, now. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, boy. I think this is about the point where it's going to start dropping like a stone. I'm going to defend this candle right here if we break the bottom of it. Come on, roll. Come on, roll over, damn it. See, the NQ, the oil one is crossing. It's sloppy too, but it's crossing. Come on, man. Come on, gold. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Boy, see, oil already got to its mid-band. What are you doing, gold? You're pissing me off. You're really pissing me off. Okay, there we go. Come on. Come on. Come on, gold. Everybody knows why the oil one's working better, because I'm not in it. All right. Let's go. Now let's go. All right. Now, boy, that was ugly. Let's go. Come on. I haven't even measured the box. I don't know how much money we're talking about. All right. All right. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Break these pivots, damn it. Let's go. What are you doing? All right. I'm going to defend the pivot here. I'm going to defend my pivot. I'm willing to lose a little money. Oh, my God. It came back up. Yep. That's it. I'm out. I'm out. I think I lost maybe. I think I lost a little bit of money there. $80. I lost $80. This is sloppy. See, this should be shooting. Well, it's still, this one's still going. This one's actually still working. So here's your rotation. Here's your new pivot. This one's actually still working. I'm not done over here. I'm not done over here. I'm not done, because I still think they're going to do what we're talking about. Now I will show this. So let me show you this little thing right here. See that? They never broke that mid band right there. I mean, they never broke that pivot to the upside, which is exactly what happened on the one I took Tuesday. They ran it back up and never broke that up pivot on the left side, and then slammed it straight down. So I'm going to look right here. I'm going to defend this candle if I get in. All right, I'm going to defend that candle right there. Let's go. Come on. All right, here we go. Come on. All right, let's go. Come on. Same fucking thing they did a couple days ago. They came up, rolled down, and then came up and just missed it by a couple ticks and then rolled over. I mean, I'm telling you, dirty dog stuff, man. Dirty dog stuff. Dirty dog stuff. Here we go. Finally. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Dirty dog stuff. Now let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. There you go, baby. Come on. Now get through that mid band. This is where we're going to have a little bit of problem. See, there's some buyers right there. That's anticipated. See, oil got through its mid band. We just got to get through that mid band. Come on, gold. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Oh, here we go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's go. Let's go. When we bust through, if we bust through that mid band, I'm going to put my stop at the mid band. If we bust, we got to get through it, though. I'm not talking about at it. We got to get through it. Come on. Go. Next candle. I'm going to add. I'm going to add. No, I'm not going to add. Come on. I forgot about that. A reset. Come on. I can't do that. Come on. Oh my God. We don't need the mid band holding. Come on. All right, I'm stopping right there. Come on, man. Ah, Jesus, that fucking mid band. Ah. That freaking mid band, man, killed me. It is like a horse race, man. Watch this thing roll over now on me. Watch this thing roll over. So frustrating. Bad coffee. Look at oil. The oil one worked. Everybody should have anticipated this. Everybody should have anticipated the oil trade is the one to take because I was in this one. Cannot believe it got stuck on the freaking mid band. Look at oil. So your entry on oil is $425. So it's $1,000 on one contract. There it goes, you piece of shit. Yeah, the oil one has been working like fire lately. The oil crossover has been working very well. It's been working multiple times a day. Lately, this freaking thing's going to do it. It's just I'm not in it anymore. Excuse me. You're going to cross now, aren't you? Sure you are. Ian, you caught the oil one? Yeah. Yeah, the oil one, it was sloppy. It had a sloppy beginning sort course, so did this. And then it but it did a better it did a better job of not doing this stuff. The oil one. The oil one did a better pattern. Easier to trade. So I want to show you guys this. This is where this is where this trade gets tough. So let me just talk about it. This is exactly the scenario they did to me on Tuesday or whatever it was. Through the top, created a pivot, rotated down, created and got me in, and then knocked me out, went to another pivot that was lower than this one, created a candle, and then bam, that's the trade I took. So I ended up taking that trade twice on Tuesday also. But it worked a lot better from here down than this one is. That I can tell you. But anyways, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's still working. It's still going. God dang it. Oh my God. Look at it go. Look at it go. Yeah. Good job, Jim. Yeah, Ian, that's a great idea. No, Dave, I don't. I don't, Dave. Once it rotates in and does this, because it let me explain something to you. Sometimes it won't even do this. So this is a gift that when it goes in, it sits. Sometimes it'll just come in and run straight across. Okay. And if it does that, I just don't take it because there's nothing I can do. You know what I mean? And then other times it comes in and then tests and then goes straight down. And then sometimes it double taps, which both oil and gold today double tapped. I mean, it's just, they both double tapped. The problem with gold, and it's a lot easier to trade in oil because you're not risking as much. So like if you're in right here and your stop's below that pivot, you're risking like $220. If you're in this and you're defending this pivot, you're risking like $500-600. You know, with the intent of them coming back up and then rolling over. Does that make sense? So, you know, when they do this, like they did here, they give you this second chance. There it is. I mean, they gave the second chance, and I just didn't have to lose. I lost $80. I lost $80 on that roll up versus if they had gone right through and I'd have lost 600. You get what I'm saying? But so, you know, go back to this screenshot right here on this one that I did. They caught me in here and then rolled up and did the exact same thing. This was about a tick or two lower than this, and then had that nice setup, and then bam. You know, so that they, you know, you'll get another chance. I just like to keep it tight getting out of there in case they do roll it up and do that retest. Now with oil, you just put your stop down here and you risk the $200. You just risk the $200. I mean, it's $200. I mean, at least that's how I would handle the oil one. I just don't want a $600 punch in the face. There you go. There you go. Right there. Right there. There it is. God dang it. God dang it, man. God dang it. Much sloppier gold trade than Tuesdays. God dang it. But it worked. It worked. It actually worked. Much sloppier than Tuesdays. Well, that's true, John. Well, and not only did I see it today, but I saw it on Tuesday and I made $4,000. You know what I mean? You hit that trade, and I didn't lose money today. You hit that trade once a week. You get where I'm going, John? You hit that trade once a week, and you're good. Or like Ian, who hit this one today for $1,500. The key is to be patient until they show the trade and not get punched in the face in the process. Do I have a positive P&L for the month, Treatment? Yes. Not as much as January, February, or March. And I'm in a transition thing right now, which kind of I forgot about something today. I'm in a transition, and I fucked up this gold trade, forgetting that I was in this transition. I did, yeah. It's a long story, the transition, but I'm in a transition right now that I'm stuck with something. That's all right, John. John, Jim got out early too. I'm going to show you something. All right. Go back to that picture I showed. You see this? The damn thing stopped right there. That's why I squeezed this down. That's why I only got $4,000. It actually didn't get to my freaking targets. It ended up rolling back up into here somewhere a little later, and then coming down and actually coming to the target. Well, I mean, I don't have, I'm 3 contracts deep following the back of these candles. I'm not giving it back. You understand what I'm saying? Jim, your transition's different. I'm transitioning to what you're doing, and I'm stuck. I got stuck. Yes. Owatu, yes, you're correct. You are correct. Owatu, you're correct. Yeah, don't be a dick for a tick. But that damn thing, if you go back and look at that picture, when I took that picture, that's exactly where price stopped. And I grabbed my stop and put it behind the candle that was right above my freaking targets. And then it shot back up and I got like $4,000 out of the trade. But I'd rather take the $4,000 than have it shoot back up to the mid band and then, yeah, don't be a dick for a tick. Don't be a dick for a tick, man. If price stops at your target, don't be a dick for a tick. Oh, no problem, John. Yeah. Now mine's not an LLC, it's an S corp at Watu. And I transitioned my money out of this freaking account. If you guys noticed, I got doinked here crossing the box. Well, I got doinked there because I completely forgot that I had transitioned most of my money out of this account to put it in my S corp account. And I didn't even have the collateral to take a second contract in gold. And I realized it when I pushed the enter button. What the fuck? Then I freaked out. I'm sorry, Alex. Let me start looking at charts. I'm too busy laughing. Yeah, and Ninja's being a pain in the ass about setting up my account. And I got to get something from the IRS, which is absolutely insane. And I called the IRS yesterday, and it's going to take them 14 days to send it to me. So here I am sitting here with my account with limited funds in it, because the other account that I have my funds in, I don't have access to because of the freaking IRS and Ninja, to be honest with you. They're both being a pain in my ass. I sat on the phone for an hour and 30 minutes yesterday calling the IRS. Wow. Holy shit, the R2I did it. Here's the R2I, came out of the box, and then boom, there's your short across the box. That's it's a big candle. I mean, I never would have entered that. It's a big candle that you would have entered off of, but it actually did it. What you guys should do is make sure you get, so let me give you a little bit of advice if you want to trade this box stuff. I mean, I'm not saying you have to. You could just stick with everything. I mean, but if you take the box and you set it up correctly, remember, make sure the timing is correct on your charts for when it starts and when it ends. That is the most important fucking thing. That's why this thing reversed right here, because this is the exact spot. That's why it came up and tested this, because this is the exact spot. You got to have your timing right. Load it on there and go back and take everything else off your chart. Just take everything else off your chart and go back and look. Go back and look at the patterns and familiarize yourself. The one thing I've said many times on this YouTube channel, the thing I cannot do is give you screen time. I can't do that. You have to do that yourself. And if you go back and familiarize yourself with the patterns, you can, put that, say, in your repertoire of potential trades. And the RTY one worked freaking perfectly. Obviously, the oil one worked. The gold one worked. Yeah, Jim, you pissed me off, man. I wouldn't have traded the cross as conservatively as I did once I realized, oh fuck, I'm trading with an account that's not loaded. That trade, that whole scenario right there in gold cost me a couple $1,000 because of the issue I dealing with between Ninja and the IRS right now. Cost me a couple $1,000, literally, today alone. Fucking idiots. Good job, Dave. Yeah, exactly. I can't fix time. So like, little stuff like this too. Oh, I'm sorry. It's already in front. So like, now that we're above the box, look what oil did. It came and tested the top of the box. And then it's going to try to roll up. Is it going to roll up? I don't know, but this is a viable trade right here. And it should go back up to here. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, you saw what happened. I went to enter a second contract and it's like, you can't do that. What do you mean? Hold on. What are you talking about? Oh, shit. I already moved my money. I already moved my money. I moved my money anticipating to be trading in my S Corp account this week, the first of the month. I anticipated doing it May 1st. It's not happening now. Fuck. It's not happening now. And that rotation right there, because I would have had my stop up here if I had my regular account with my regular account balance. I never would have allowed this to wick me out. Not with the 5-minute gold line coming down. Come on, man. That's bug repellent. But I couldn't afford it to roll up. Yeah, Jim, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm stuck trading broke now for probably going on 14 days. I'm going to be trading broke for the next 14 days. Maybe I should just buy an eval account. I'm trading broke for the next 14 days. God damn it. Yeah, that's John. I actually just saw what you said, John. It's funny because that's a good idea. I should probably just get a prop firm account and trade it for the next 14 days. Maybe I can make some money because I'm over here trading with a freaking either that or I put money back over here. I don't know. I'm frustrated right now. I'm really frustrated. Right now, I'm really frustrated. So let's see what we got here. We got a long setting up in the prior day, off the prior day high right here in gold, if anybody's looking for it. I'm gonna look for it. Kind of sloppy, but I'll look for it. Come on, go up. Come on, gold, go up. Why am I trading gold when I can't afford to lose money? That's a good question, Bob. That's a really good question. Why am I trading gold when I can't afford to lose money? That's a good question, Bob. That is a really good question. Bye.
Bye.
All right, so let me look at these equities. The ES is going through the bottom of the box. Let me get gold out of the way. Let me look at the NQ. Let me get oil out of the way. No, I didn't. No, I didn't get a new. In the U.S. you incorporate, and then you as just a C corp, and then what you do is I did an immediate conversion to an S corp. It's the same EIN number. Yeah, I see that. The overnight open, yeah. The YM just ran into the prior day high. So that's kind of interesting because it's way up higher than these other instruments. All right, so we're kind of stuck here with the NQ because it's stuck between the overnight open and the bottom of the box. So what I would be more interested in is waiting for some space. I mean, this reacted from here to here as we would anticipate, but there's not much room there. All right, hold on. Let's get the ES down here to look. Jim, I don't want to hear about GC. I can't trade it. I don't want to hear about the GC. I can't trade it. Little did I know I was trading it earlier, barely. Didn't even realize. I completely forgot. All right, so right now, let me look at this. So right now, the YM has gone through its high. Okay, it's a little extended, no doubt about that. Maybe we can get a test of the box and then a roll up. I don't know. I'm going to kind of pay attention to this. I can afford to trade this. Didn't you reload, Jim? I thought you reloaded. Didn't you? I thought you reloaded. I may have to reload. I completely. I did all this yesterday of finalizing things until I got hung up with an issue with the IRS, not with the IRS, but with a form from the IRS for Ninja. Oh, okay. And you lost it. Okay, I got you. All right. I got you. I got you. I got you. Man, what the hell? I really did not anticipate that. Excuse me. Sorry. All right, I'm going to go back to looking at the NQ for a second here. God, can't believe that. Oh, I'm such a squirrel. Such a squirrel. Completely forgot. Okay. Okay, stop, stop, stop. Sit, sit, sit. Don't run off. Don't run off. Don't run off. Don't run off on me yet. Don't run off on me, NQ. Don't shit. Man, I can't tell. Did we? Yeah, we did. Oh, man. This trade's too big for me. Okay. What? Okay. That might help. Exactly. That's why I put it away, Jim. I didn't realize. And the bad part is the trade I was in, if I was able to add the contracts and hold it down, hell, I would have made $2,000-3,000, but I did not. I completely forgot that I was resetting my accounts. You know, after spending an hour and a half sitting on the phone waiting for the IRS yesterday, that's enough to piss you off. For a form that they refused to fax to me, refused to email to me, they had to mail it to me. What? It's a useless form. I know. Now, when I set up my S corp account, just for everybody to know, I mean, I'm going to set it up with a $15,000 start balance for just that reason, for just the reason that happened in gold, so that shit doesn't happen, so that I'm not in the middle of a trade and all of a sudden, holy shit, I can't do something. I can't add contracts. I can't get aggressive. I can't whatever. So, yeah, it's going to be a $15,000 start balance, start a whole new account, all that kind of shit. The thing is, I didn't even need to move this money out. I just kind of, stupid. Anyways, it's over. I can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it, so it doesn't matter. Is NQ going to roll up, or I'm looking at it? It's so, you know, we kind of got a W here. Came right back to the overnight open. Okay, go down. Go down. Okay, if it comes back up, I'm taking it. So I'm trying to be conservative now because I've only got so much money to trade with. So I let it go through the top and then come back down. Because if it comes through the top again, then it's most likely to go. Now I got to sit here and trade overly conservative, like I'm about to blow up a PA. That's okay right now because that saved me money here. All right, I'm going to kill that. I don't want to trade micros, man. It'll mentally, if I go to micros, it'll mentally make me think I'm trading, prop firm accounts again, which is exactly why I had to go live, because I had no respect for the accounts anymore. I'll end up taking trades that I wouldn't normally take, is what I'm trying to say. There's that, this freaking thing's going to work now, isn't it? Yeah, that's true, Jim. That is true. At least my money is still sitting in my account. It's just not sitting in this account. And I'm starting to feel it, because I should be up a bunch of money today. On that gold trade, I should have been up a bunch of money. And then I wouldn't have to be dicking around with this shit. Man, I wish I was in that baby right there. Yes. Oh, well. So if you think back, when I was trading prop firms, I went through a period at the beginning, and I went through a period at the end where I didn't respect the accounts because they don't cost that much money. And so I was getting bad habits, bad trading habits. And if I throw micros on here, I'm just going to start doing the same shit. I know it, because it's, that's $30, whatever. Yeah, that's exactly what, and I tell everybody that, man. I tell everybody that. I can't stress that enough. Listen, man, while you're learning how to recognize patterns like this, or those 5-minute red lines I showed you earlier, or whatnot, while you're learning these patterns, or this, while you're learning those patterns, learn how to recognize them, trade them, and emotionally manage them with a prop firm. Don't learn it with money. I did. When I originally started trading, man, I was learning it with real money. And Jim, not to throw sand in your face, because, my situation was worse, but Jim did the same thing, and he was $130,000 in the hole of real money before he said, shit, maybe I should do a prop firm. And I was the same way, except my number was more than 130,000. What did you when you got funded? What did you when you got funded? What did you? I think, what did I do? Maybe. Is that what you're asking me, Jim Park? So the bottom of that box. See, they did attempt one here, didn't work, and then and boom, boom. I just don't want to take that trade. I mean, pattern wise, this is our trade, right? From here down. I don't want to take that trade because all these lines are too close. I mean, pattern wise, that's the trade. I don't want to take it because the lines are too close. So you got another prop firm account, Jim? Yeah, I'm probably going to have to do that. I'm probably going to have to do that. If I'm going to trade gold in the next fucking 10 days, I'm going to have to do that. Oh, absolutely, Jim. Jim Park. What I did mentally to pass those prop firms and get paid. Well, the first thing I did, I started this YouTube channel. That's the Jim Park. That's where the whole premise of this YouTube channel came from. Was because I was blowing up evals and blowing up PAs because I wasn't treating them with respect. So I said, because I know that the ES is the most conservative tradable instrument for me to make money and pass an eval. So I said, Bob Anderson, put an eval, buy an eval or two or whatever, and just start videotaping day to day your results and putting it on YouTube. And I'm going to tell you something. I had 35 days in a row. I made money. 35 days in a row. I made money trading just my 1 minute gold line, 5 minute red line strategy in the ES. 35 days in a row. And I got paid. And that was back in the day where you had to trade for 10 days. You had to trade for 10 days to pass an eval. And you had to trade for 20 days to get paid on an eval. That was the whole reason this YouTube channel started. Because that was the way it forced me to take the PA accounts and the evals seriously. And I traded only one instrument, the freaking ES. The most boring instrument on these charts. And I traded with one contract. In 35 days straight, I made money. Now, some of those days may have been $50, but some of them were like $400. And then I just shut it down. It was all discipline, man. It's all discipline. Hey, Roger, how you doing? 38th to 39th subscriber. So you remember, Roger. You remember me doing that. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and back in those days, man, it was a bigger deal because you had to trade. You had to trade for 10 days. Now, trade with Gator. That's a different issue. I'm talking about to get paid and or to qualify. Yeah, have you seen that movie before? Exactly. And it was predominantly the 1 minute gold line that I was taking in the ES. It was predominantly 1 minute gold line trades. Predominantly, pretty much, probably 80% of the trades I took were 1 minute gold line trades in the ES. Pretty much 80% of them were probably 1 minute gold line trades in the ES. So, of course, that meant my trading was early. I would trade like, say, from about like maybe 9:45 to about 10:30 or so, and then I'm done. The box trade, man, like today's box trade in gold, if I was in an eval, I would have passed today. Because once you go through that mid band, it accelerates, and that's when you just start stacking the contracts. Yeah. I would, you know what, Trade Gator, I wish I had done that back in 2012, to be honest with you. Instead, I was cocky and arrogant and retarded and, full of more money than freaking brains. So I just, oh, hell no. Throw freaking $50,000 in an account, start trading it, like a freaking idiot. And then, let's just put another 50 grand in. Let's put another 50 grand in. I mean, God dang it. I look back on that. Shit. Absolute stupidity on my part. But oil has literally gone straight to sleep. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Papa Duke, that's probably true. Well, you could have taken that. I mean, I could have taken that oil trade. The oil trade worked better. The oil trade worked better than the gold one anyways. You could have. And if you look at oil, man, go back to it. Just like I said, once it gets through, if you're crossing the box, once it gets through the midband, stack the contracts. Take the profit you've got from here, stack the contracts, because it's the second half that it runs. It's the second half that it runs. You just buy. Lucid has told me they would give me some accounts. just for telling you guys about Lucid. They're in my description in the video. I think they're in there. Yeah, my code is in there and stuff. Yeah, goldline trades. Yeah, Lucid. If you sign up with Lucid and use my code, they have told me they'll give me some accounts. I was like, I didn't say anything. I mean, I never intended to have any accounts, but maybe I'll need to now, since the fucking IRS is on slow people time. The IRS doesn't, here's the thing about government, man. Government doesn't give a shit about nothing. Thank you, Ian. Government doesn't give a shit about nothing. You know why? Because they write the laws. And they get paid no matter if they go to work or not. Yeah, it's a great thing. Yeah, everybody should vote for more government. Without more government, God damn, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Fucking government. Don't get me ranting about government again. Don't get me ranting about government again. Jim lives over in government hell. So does Jim Park. Yeah. See you, Jim Park. They live in government hell. So does Treeman. Treeman lives in government hell. Government is always corrupt. The greatest threat to individuals is government. Always has been, always will be. The greatest threat to people is always been government. Always been government. California. Yep, California. Good one, Jim Park. That's because the money gets siphoned off. Listen, California doesn't want to fix their homeless problem. They are not motivated to fix their homeless problem because it creates too many places for them to siphon money. Oh yeah, and you sent your king over here this week, Treeman. You sent your king over here. I want to see that guy like I want a fucking hole in my head. Oh my God. That's true, Jim. I get that. I should have taken this trade right here instead of talking. We rotated back up. We're on top of these lines. I should have taken that back to here. This is probably going to be the rotation point that starts breaking these pivots right here. Kanakistan. Oh my God. No shit, David. David, somebody sent me a video today. David, oh my God. Somebody sent me a video today. And it was God dang it, where is it? It was a group of people in Vancouver standing outside like a bread line in Venezuela is what it says, to see a family doctor. I mean, it was just atrocious. Just atrocious. Absolutely atrocious what's happened in Canada. Absolutely atrocious. And the sad part is the people there don't know any different. They actually think their government's helping them. Come on, go up. Go. 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 Come on. There's the pivots we're talking about. Let me get that up to here. See if I can get that up to here. See if I can get that up to there. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. I hate having to trade conservative, man. Go. Go. Go, go, go to my target. Go to my target. All right, that's all right. At least I made some money. I got 10% return on my money today. Can't do that in the bank. I got 10% return on my money today. That little trade right there. 10% return on my money today. That little trade right there. They were nice enough to come back and test it. So what they did, so let me just show you guys what happened here. So they came across, because they crossed, so follow the pattern I'm about to go over. They came across and tested the lower line first. Okay? Follow me. Then they rolled up, and then they tested the higher line second. That was the trigger that they were, that boom, there you go. You guys see what I just showed you? Because they came across both lines. So they came across both lines, sat on this one first, came up, and then they were going to reach. Look at that. This is dirty dog stuff. When you start, this is when the sharks are in the tank. See that? They reached that down, and then boom. That's why I took that trade. And it made me $500. Bam. I mean, it's just such simple stuff if you sit there and look at these charts. And then you see the sharks come in the tank. I sat here. That's why this tool is so helpful. Because I saw them put the finger down there, and then I knew they blow it out the top. There's $500. I mean, it's just cha-ching. And then, of course, this is where they're going to, and I had my target here, but I had that fucking 5-minute gold line in the way. So I just, anyways, that's the target, reverse back down. We're stuck in these lines. We're stuck in these lines right now. But that's the way to make a quick $500 in these lines. They were below it. They came above. Step one, the lowest line. Step two, reach for the second lowest, for the next higher line, and then reverse. Bam. Cha-ching. 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 Now, the interesting part is we broke this down pivot. This is definitely resistance big time right here. Let me see if we broke this one here. We actually even broke this down pivot with this candle right here. So most likely they're going to go long now. They're going to come back and test again and go long. Anyways, it's those subtle freaking things that you can see the sharks enter the tank. All this reach back right here was to clean out stops. And when they were cleaning out the stops, they had a spot that they were counting on. And that was this next higher line. Wham! There you go. Now I got 10% return on my money today. Anyways. Rinse, wash, repeat. Rinse, wash, repeat. Because both of these down pivots were broken from this run up, I anticipate they're going to go up and long. But it's going to be a battle. It's going to be sloppy. If it happens, it's going to be a battle and sloppy. Rinse, wash, repeat. If you guys go back and watch what happened here, you can see the sharks entered the tank. Because you can see the deliberate push to this line, reverse to this line. I mean, it's just very clear. And nope, they're not going to go up. Well, they didn't give any fake breaks long here either, so that's good. This is what I talk about when I say I don't like when our lines are close, because so let's just say this rotation, let's say this line was up here. See, it makes the same pattern will happen, but the trade will make you, double the money. You know what I'm saying? So when the lines are close, it's hard to make that money because they're going to just pinball patterns to the lines. And it makes it hard to make money. Hard to make good money, like real money. Jim, and you get it because you've seen the subtle things that I talk about. It's just like in gold when I get my freaking money back in my account. Gold does the same thing. It'll run up and then it'll reach for that 5-minute gold line and then it reverses and it's just gone. Same thing they did right here. Then it's the sharks entered the tame. I wish I play back. You would, if you watch this, if you go back and watch this in video live, you'll see what happened. I mean, they literally slammed it down and then right back up. And all that was intentional. You know what this was doing? So you guys want to laugh? You really want to laugh? What this was doing was cleaning out the longs that took it from here. They were just cleaning out the stops from those that took this first part and had their stops at even. They were cleaning them out and then going to where they wanted to go. That's dirty stuff. That's dirty pool. And until you recognize those things, you're going to always be caught on the wrong side of getting your money stolen. Anyways, that's it. Yeah, legit, right to your stop. Yeah, Avalon, exactly, right to your stop. They knew what they were doing. And if you go, so Avalon's confirming what I'm talking about. And this was done to there, which coincided with this line and the top of this candle on purpose. It's violent when it happens. It's so violent. But you know what? By the way, let me give you guys an update. This is Contender. Remember I talked about Contender? He's 1,600 pounds, great white shark, about 14 feet long, lives in the Atlantic Ocean. He was seen on the Outer Banks of North Carolina 4 days ago. 4 days ago. So I told you guys a month or two ago when he was down in St. Augustine, Florida, I told you he's going to be coming up through North Carolina, as summer comes. He's going to be, through spring, summer, and then he's going to head all the way up north of Maine. And then he'll come back again next fall. Now, you don't want to see this guy in the water. If you do see this guy in the water, you want to be right there. You want to be behind this. You don't want to be in front of this. And he was the one that did this violent move right here to there. Contender. That's why my logo is a shark, because that's what it is. The sharks enter the tank. The sharks violently move price from here to here. And when they do that, you want to be in front of them. I mean, you want to be on the back of them while they're plowing through, going to where they're going, and they're cleaning out carnage. Anyways, I'm going to take my piddling winnings today. My piddling winnings today. because I effed up my gold trade because I forgot I took my money out of my account. And I'm going to call it a day and close the stream up for the day. So we saw oil cross the box. We saw gold cross the box. We saw some static line trades in the NQ, and predominantly in the NQ. I don't remember if I saw anything. We saw the R2I cross the box. I didn't call it, but I saw it after the fact. I mean, that was after the fact. YM hasn't done shit other than come outside the box, sit on top of the box, and then go. Rinse, wash, repeat, everybody. Rinse, wash, repeat. So I made money. So, that's a good day. Should have made at least $2,000 on that fucking gold trade, man. I'm pissed. So pissed. So pissed. Anyways, everybody have a good day. I will talk to you later. You made good money, Patriot? Yeah. The oil trade was beautiful. The oil trade was beautiful today, Patriot. Everybody have a good day today. Talk to you later. Bye.